the building, we taking it over.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bears. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Keep going.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they picked up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
2nd and 9 now. Right side, Thornton with it. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow. And but when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about it. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue or the fumble, and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lance again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. play action. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Right side, and he finds Gray. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throws right back to London, complete again. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bears had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They run over center with Mitchell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Army sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
Stevie's love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. 3.
They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now, because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Into the hands of London. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Lance. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Head the street. Head the street. Check. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Mooney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Ambly Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now they'll throw with Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Facing a big 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.